Hi friends, Calencia with Realty One Group. I need to talk to my first-time home buyers. I don't want you to get caught up in this major pitfall that we are seeing happening in this market. Let's talk about this. I want to give you the story about Bob. Last year, Bob wanted to buy his first home. Let's say he was pre-qualified for $300,000. We looked at homes, there was low inventory. There were homes that met Bob's needs, but not quite to his full liking. So Bob decides, I'm going to save a little extra money and be able to buy the house that I fully desire because I don't want to move. Well, against the advice of his realtor who suggested, let's think about this, Bob. Your $300,000 price home today will be $320,000 in a year from now, and you will be lucky to have saved $5,000. Let's do the math. It will not increase your purchasing power. Okay, so let's pause. There's pitfall number one. Buyers are under the impression if they save a little bit more money, then this will help them in the purchase of their home, in getting all the things that they want. And we have to understand no one gets all the things that they want. We need to focus on those key items and make a few compromises on the items that maybe won't matter in the long run, especially as it relates to the investment. So what happens here is buyer saves maybe $2,000 to $5,000 extra dollars. That is inconsequential to this $20,000 price increase, thus diminishing actually the buyer's purchasing power a year later. Now we are 1 year later and Bob is ready to purchase again. We go in to do the pre-qual and guess what? Home values have gone up based on what Bob desires. Yes, you guessed it, a good $20,000. Bob's savings is still not enough to impact his purchasing power. So we are essentially at square one. But Bob knows I need to purchase a home. I'm going to be paying more for the house that I desired last year. Bob is determined to find that home. Bob and his realtor go out after Bob's realtor finds the perfect home that she knows hits his specific personal needs, and it also makes this a very sound investment. Now, Bob Realtor knows there's going to be some competition on this home. It's low inventory and there's only a few nice homes out there, so there will be competition. Bob's Realtor does her due diligence, goes out and makes sure that she sets up her buyer for success in communicating with the listing agent. She gets the offer over to the buyer right away and says, Mr. Bob, please sign this so that we can show our intention and get this offer over so that we can beat out any competitors. Bob gets the offer and begins to have anxiety around the realness of owning the home that he desires for the price that he desires and freezes. Bob doesn't sign that offer. Bob waits until the next morning. The agent rushes and tries to deliver the offer only to find out that yes, someone else has jumped on the opportunity and has secured the home for themselves. Now Bob will have to wait for another home of value to pop up. When there's low inventory, it's not often that the perfect home presents itself. We are still very fortunate to be in a market where sellers have enough equity and they are willing to help a first-time home buyer get into a home. But what we must not take for granted is that when the right home is on the market, well taken care of, remodeled, and that we know is highly desirable and a sound investment, we must act fast. You are one of many that are looking for this pristine, sound home. And when you delay and get frozen in your fear, someone else will capitalize on the opportunity. So what did we learn today? We learned that appreciation of a home will far outpace any money that you choose to save over a time period. If you have the opportunity to buy now, then do so. And then secondly, We can't get debilitated in our fears because someone else is ready to move forward and will take the opportunity. And this potentially just moves away our ability to buy a home further and further as time goes by.